Hi everyone. Today I'd like to share a brief review of a thought-provoking article by Billy C. Shi titled The New Era of Industry Policies Here, published in the Harvard Business Review. This article provides timely insights into a global shift that's quietly reshaping how governments and business interact, especially in strategic sectors like energy, semiconductors, and manufacturing. The core argument is simple but powerful. We are entering a new era where governments around the world are actively stepping into a guide and sometimes even reshape markets through industry policy. This marks a clear break from decades of market-driven orthodoxy. She explains that industry policies are not new. Countries like Japan and China have long practiced them through administrative guidance, subsidies, and state-led investments. But what's new is the scale and urgency with which many governments are now using these tools again. The COVID-19 pandemic, supply chain disruptions, and geopolitical tensions have accelerated this trend. Policymakers are no longer leaving innovation and production solely to market forces. Instead, they are intervening more directly, offering incentives, reshaping supply chains, and pushing national priorities. She points to several prominent examples. In the United States, the CHIPS and Science Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, and other federal efforts have injected billions of dollars into semiconductor production, clean energy, and infrastructure. Europe is doing something similar under the Green Deal and Horizon Europe. China continues to dominate in electric vehicles, solar panel production, and battery supply chains through consistent long-term state support. Meanwhile, countries like South Korea, Japan, Taiwan have all launched coordinated programs to support strategic industries, often with strong government backing and public-private partnerships. These policies are no longer just about economic growth, they are about national security, resilience, and global competitiveness. Now, what does this mean for companies? She offers practical guidance for navigating this increasingly politicized and policy-driven environment. First, he stresses the need to understand government objectives, why certain sectors are being prioritized, and what outcomes governments hope to achieve. This helps companies align their strategies and investments accordingly. Second, engagement matters. Business leaders should not just watch from the sidelines. They need to engage early with policymakers, industry alliances, and downstream partners. Those who do will be better positioned and anticipate the policy changes and even shape the rules of the game. Third, she emphasizes the importance of collaboration. Firms need to work closely with partners across the value chain, from upstream suppliers to downstream customers, especially when navigating policy incentives or supply chain shifts. And finally, he cautions that companies should plan for life beyond subsidies. Government support may come and go. Business must build sustainable models that can survive when preferences are withdrawn or phased out. To conclude, the new era of industry policies here is a timely and strategic read for anyone involved in policy, technology, or international business. It reminds us that industry policy is no longer a niche concern or an academic debate. It is now a defining force shaping global industries. Governments are moving faster, taking bolder action, and rewriting the rules of market engagement. For business leaders, the message is clear: adapt earlier, think long-term, and engage actively with the changing policy landscape. Because in this new era, those who understand and respond to industry policy will not just survive, they will lead. Thank you.